Hi and welcome to my April book haul, my inaugural book haul video. It's a bit of a short haul this month. There's only three books, but they're three books that I'm pretty excited about. The first book is Vicious by V.B Schwab. This is a book that I discovered through Tor's Fearless Women hashtag and campaign that's starting in May, that they announced on the 9th of April. This is a campaign that they're using to celebrate women authors and strong female characters in science fiction. It's a campaign that'll be running for 12 months, I think, starting in May. I'm going to link to the campaign announcement down below. It's a campaign I'm really interested in the last year or so. I've really been looking for more female authors and voices in the books that I read. So yeah, check it out. Vicious is the first novel in the Villains series. The reason why I picked this up is because I'm really interested in the discussion between good and evil, what makes a hero, what makes a villain, and I'm really hoping this lives up to it. Check it out. The second book for my April book haul is Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of House Hill. This is it's been published by Penguin Classics. First read Shirley Jackson when I read We Have Always Lived in the Castle back in 2012, when I saw that a friend of mine was reading it on Goodreads. Looking back at my review of that, I only gave that 3 stars, but I have really quite fond memories of it. I wasn't really reading much horror fiction or weird fiction back in 2012, so I suspect now that I've been reading more of it, my opinions of the book may change. So I am looking forward to going back and re-exploring We've Always Lived in the Castle, but I'm also really looking forward to The Haunting of House Hill. I've been reading a lot more horror and weird fiction of late, so I'll be really interested in checking out more Shirley Jackson and rereading We've Always Lived in the Castle. As I speak now, just thinking about it, I think I would really like to do a read-along or definitely reviewing Shirley Jackson here, so we shall see what happens. Stay tuned if that does happen. Now, the third book for today is a book that I wasn't entirely excited for when I purchased it. It was a book that had been sitting in my book depository wish list for a little while. I've been reading a lot more short stories recently, so I've been picking up a lot more short story anthologies. I really want to explore short stories and different ways of telling them and what can really be explored within a short story, which is why I've picked up this one. This book I'm a lot more excited for now that it's arrived. It already seems to have a story attached to it, to the book, and that's really, really exciting. So the book is Shelf Life. It's edited by Greg Ketter with an introduction by Neil Gaiman. I had to Google who Greg Ketter was when this arrived. Greg Ketter is a bookstore owner in Minneapolis in the US. He owns and runs a bookshop called Dreamhaven that specialises in sci-fi, horror and fantasy books. I know that if I ever make it to Minneapolis in the US, I'll be happy and really excited to go there. But I love the fact that he has edited a book about bookshops and he's a bookshop owner. I just love it. Shelf Life is a collection of short stories. They're all science fiction, fantasy or horror, where they feature a bookshop as a main sort of character or a motivating factor. All 18 authors are prolific. There's an Australian writer in here. It smells already like it belongs in an older bookshop. It turned up musty smelling and delicious old book smelling. So I don't know how long Book Depository had held this on their shelves, but I'm really looking forward to this. This is very high on my to-read list at the moment, so you're probably going to hear about this shortly. I'm loving short stories at the moment, really exploring, different ways of storytelling through short stories myself as a writer, so I'm really looking forward to this. You can find me on Twitter and Goodreads below. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you soon. Thank you.